A good day, great Prof. So today we are looking at functions, and this is a question from February March 2018, paper 1, question 4 on functions. So let's go through here. So the important thing that you need to understand here is to read carefully and mark key words or key things there. So below are the graphs of f of x is equals to x minus 4 in bracket squared minus 9, and a straight line G. A and B are x-intercepts of F and E. A and B, so these are the roots. So we refer them to as what? As the roots. Then, and E is the turning point of F. So here we've got turning point, and my turning point, you must know that the x value at turning point is always equals to minus B over 2A. Okay. Now, then here, C is the one intercept of both F and G, as we can see. The x intercept of G is D, x intercept of D is D, and DE is parallel to the y-axis. So we are told that this is a straight line going down, is a parallel to what? To the the y-axis. But now, we know that in this form of equation, this actually give us our turning point. This actually give us our turning point, like from the equation of x plus p plus q. We know that if it is like this, what do we know? We know that the p and q is our turning point. Always remember that. So these are the things that you can note before you even go to the questions. Okay. Now, as we can see here, let's go to the question now and say and write down the coordinates of E. Our E is the turning point. So we know that E is gonna be equal to minus. So E is actually 4 and negative 9. 4 and negative 9. That's our E. That's our value of E. Then the second question is saying calculate the coordinates of A. So here we are not calculating, we're just taking from the equation. Now calculate the coordinates of A. A is the roots, one of the roots. So what do we need to do now? 4.2. We are given equation x minus 4 squared is minus 9. So let's just equate to what equal to 9 here. And we're going to find the root of 9. So x minus 4 is going to be equals to plus minus root of 9. Always when you put a root, you must always know that two values comes out of there, plus and minus value. X is going to be equal to x is minus 4 is equal to plus minus 3. Then if you have to take 4 that side, x is going to be equal to minus 3 plus 4, or x is equals to minus 3 minus 4. So here it will give us if we get there minus 4 plus 4, or minus or plus 3 plus 4, because your 4 is positive. Then here we're gonna get 1. Here we're going to get 7. So this is 7, this is 1. So the coordinates of A, in this case, you can see that you take the smaller one. So A is gonna be equals to 1 and 0. That's our answer there. Now let's move on to the next one. It's saying M is a reflection of C in the axis of symmetry of F. Write down the coordinates of C. So when you're told that it's axis of symmetry of F, so M is actually here. That's where our M is here. But sorry for mixing everything here. But if M is here, it means that the value of C is the same. Y value of C is the same Y value of what? Of M. And for the X, we know that if we moved 4 units from 0 to the center, which is your axis of symmetry here, which is the way the turning point is, we must also move 4 units to get to M. So it will actually be 8. So in this case, our M, we know that is gonna be, in terms of x, it's 8. Then in terms of y, we need to find the x-intercept. We need to find the y-intercept. How do we get the y-intercept there? We get it from expanding our equation, which is x minus 4 squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Then if we are to expand here, we expand by saying it's going to be x squared minus, so we say x times 4, we get minus times minus 4, we get minus 4x times 2, we get minus 8x. Then we say 4x going to give us 16 plus 16 minus 9 is equal to 0. Then 16 minus 9 is going to give us 7. So x squared minus 8x plus 7 is equal to 0. So since you know from the equation f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, this is our y-intercept. This give us the shape of the graph. So if a is greater than 0, we know that it's smiling. If a is less than 0, we know that it's frowning or it's sad. Now, so here in this case, this is our y-intercept. This is our y-intercept. So we come here and put 7 here. So because we know that the y value for c and the y value for m are the same since it's the reflection. Now we have our answer for this for the 4.3. So this is 4.3. Then we move on to 4.4. Determine the equation of g in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Now we want to find g, and g is a straight line. Now when you look at g, this is 4.3. When you look at g, we have coordinates now. We have got c, which is 0 and 7. Then we also have d, which is equals to 4 and 0. These are the coordinates that we have. So we're going to find first what we call the gradient, which is m is equals to the change in gradient. We're going to start 7 minus 0 over 0 minus 4, because we can see that it's downhill, the gradient should be negative. So here, what do we get? We get negative 7 over 4. Now, from there, we can pick any of the coordinate using the equation y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. Now, in this case here, our y1 and x1 is our one of the coordinates. So here, y, x1 and y1, these are the coordinates. We can take c in this case. So 7, that's what you must know. You must take any of them, they will give you the same answer. So we'll say y minus y1, in this case y1 is 7, is equals to m is our negative 7 over 4, which is our gradient. X minus x1 is 0. Then we take y is equal to negative 7 over 4 plus 7. Negative over 4x plus 7. That becomes our answer there. That becomes our answer. Then let's move on to the next equation. Is saying 4.5. So let me just divide. Allow me to divide here. So 4.5 is saying find g of which is the inverse. So inverse, we are given equation of y is equals to negative 7 over 4 x, that's for g, negative over 7 for x plus 7. First of all, to find the inverse, you interchange the value. You interchange the x and y. So you say x is equal to, so interchange x and y. Then we have got negative 7 over 4 y plus 7. Then second thing is make y subject. These are the steps that you just have to take when you're finding an inverse. Interchange, then you make y subject the formula, simple like that. Then we take x 7 this side, we're gonna have negative 7 over 4, y is gonna give us x minus 7. Then we multiply both sides by negative 4 over 7, which is reciprocal, times here also we're gonna multiply throughout negative 4 over 7. This will cancel. will cancel and negative will cancel as well. So y is going to give us negative 4 over 7 x, we're taking it inside here, plus 4, because here if you multiply this one, negative 4 over 7 times times 7, we're going to get positive 4, because 7 and 7 will cancel. So this is our answer now. This is our answer. This becomes our answer for 4.5. Then now this third question, the 4.6 is saying find the for which values of x will x times f of x less than equal to 0. Now, when I given this type of question, we know that the answer should be negative. The answer should be negative. That's what we know. So here we are told that x and what? X, this gives you x. This is x. X is going to the negative here. X is positive going up until infinity. Then we know that to get a negative, this must be negative multiplying positive, so that we can get a what? A negative. So we see that now on our graph, where is our x negative? X is negative this side. And is our f of x positive? Yes, it's positive. It's positive until infinity there. So we're going to take x. So for this to have this, it's going to be x less than 0. X less than 0. We know that when we take any value there, any value from there, is it less than or equal to? Yes, less than or equal to 0. If we take any value from here, any value, negative value for what you call for x, we're gonna multiply it with what you call a positive, then we get a negative value that we want. Then or we can say x can be positive multiplying negative, because plus minus give us negative. Then what do we get here when we multiply positive and negative? Positive, we are saying in this case x is positive until infinity, but what is restricted here is the f of x. F of x, where is it negative? It's negative only from a to b. So we're gonna say, all right, if it's negative only from a to b, but x, our x is positive there, so we're gonna say it's gonna be from 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to, we found the value for b less than or equal to 8. No, is it 8? No, 7. Sorry about that. It's 7, less than or equal to 7 as the roots, because here we found that this is 7, 0, this is 1 and 0. So this is what these are things that you must also always remember. The question can come also saying what is this is just for you to understand. If they are to tell you that for which values of x, where we can say, if we say g of x times f of x, we get something greater than 0. Now, for us to get something greater than 0, we know that g of x should be, we find where g of x is positive and also f of x positive, so that we can get a positive. Or we can find where both of them are negative, where g of x is positive and is negative and g of x is negative. Now, where can we find both of them positive? We find them both of them positive from where to where? From this point A going to the negative, because both of them, they will be positive with that side. So what do? We're gonna say for this value here, it's gonna be x less than negative, less than 1. So that defines there. Then or where are they both negative? They are both negative where? From this point here, from D only to B, because this one continues to be negative, but now our f of x is now positive from this point. So we're going to take only between D and B. So we're going to say is positive. We can multiply both of them being negative from where? From 4 less than x less than what is our b? 7. So this becomes our value. So you must always try to practice with other questions as well. I think I will try to approach what we call other questions similar to that. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed and you understood. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to call us or email us for online classes, and also for what you call for notes if you want the what you call the notes that we have here. Okay, thank you so much. Until next time.